The first digital product I ever made, it didn't go viral. It didn't make me rich. It made about $19, but it changed everything. It was the first time that I realized this online thing actually works, So over the years, I made a bunch of small digital products, a logo framework, Instagram templates, some Notion docs that I made just for myself, and most of them didn't make a lot, but every one of them gave me something more important than money. They gave me proof that someone out there needed what I have or what I had to offer, proof that this path is real, even if you're starting really, 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 really small. So if you've ever been stuck thinking, what should I make? What if it flops? Who's going to care? Then this is for you, because I get it. I'm still figuring it out too. And this channel, it's where I share everything I've learned, everything I'm learning right now, and everything I'll probably mess up and learn again tomorrow, right? It's not perfect, but it's real, So let's jump into it. Point number 1, build for your past self. Naval said something that stuck with me. He said that the best founders build what they wish existed. That was me completely by accident. Back when I was learning graphic design, I created this little logo framework to help myself think clearly, and also to help us present our logo designs to our clients in the best way that we could at the time. Then one day, I shared it on Instagram, and it randomly took off, getting loads of saves, and I took note of that. And a couple of months later, I decided to run another experiment, something similar to this, where I cleaned up that initial logo framework and posted it on a forum for graphic designers on Reddit. And again, guys seem to resonate a lot with it as well. So I made it into a free framework and put it on my Gumroad shop. Then I shared the link with those who'd requested the template. And what do you know? 16 people downloaded it. Nothing life-changing, not some crazy numbers in the thousands or 100,000s, but enough to make me pause and go, wait, what? That helped someone else too, And this taught me that if you want to start, think of one problem that your past self had. Then ask yourself, what would have made that easier for that older me? And that's your idea. Number 2, keep it clear, not clever. When I uploaded my first Instagram carousel template to another random shop on Creative Market, I didn't even think of it as a product per se. It was just me trying to simplify a design I found useful, I didn't overthink it. No branding, no fancy sales page. It was just clear and simple, and I think that's what made it work. In my shop's lifetime, the shop has made just over $100 in revenue. But to this day, I still get a random sale every now and then. And it's not much, but it feels like little pings from the universe saying, hey, hey you, imagine you can actually do this. So here's something you can try for yourself. Write one sentence that explains what your product helps with. Think of it in terms of the main problem it solves. If your past self can understand it instantly, then you're on the right track. Point 3, share first, then package. Naval says to build your audience by sharing what you learn. And that's exactly what happened with my first Notion template. I made it for myself, inspired by Ali Abdal's Best Year Yet framework. I loved that video so much. He made it at the beginning of 2024. And I made a post about it. People resonated. So again, I doubled down, built it on Notion and put it on Gumroad again for free, just as another test to see its viability. Like would people respond to it as much as I did? And what do you know? It got 31 downloads. No ads, no crazy promo, just a tool I used and shared publicly on my Instagram stories. And suddenly people wanted it too. So if you're stuck on what to make, look at your last 5 Instagram or YouTube or X posts. Ask yourself which one helped someone. You can turn that into something simple and very, very, very useful for them. Point 4, let small wins teach you. One of Naval's best ideas is this: you only need to be right once. Yeah? But I've learned that before you get it right, you've got to try a bunch of many small things. So looking back, my Reddit logo design experiment, 16 downloads, right? Notion doc on building your best year, 31 downloads. Creative Market Instagram templates, just over $100 in revenue over its lifetime. But the thing is that the numbers didn't matter. What mattered was this: each one of them proved I could build, that someone cared, that all this wasn't a myth. You don't need to build a business right away. You just need to build a belief. Yeah. And that comes from tiny wins stacked over a period of time. And if you already have something small you've built, but you're hesitating to launch it, launch it for just $5 this weekend. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist, because the aim is you launch, you learn, you adapt, and you keep going. Point 5 is to follow your curiosity. The truth is, I never planned to become a creator. That wasn't the goal. I just followed what made me curious. It started with design, it went to storytelling, it went to filmmaking, personal development, psychology, financial freedom, the pathless path, online business, the systems, books, reflection, etc. Some of it became content, some of it became products, and some of it stayed just for me. Yeah. And all of it ends up right here in this very space. This channel is me sharing the product and the sawdust, the how-to, the wins and the behind-the-scenes messes that got me here. That's what I want this to be. Not a playbook from a guru, but a shared journal between builders, experimenters, people who want to grow. You know. So here's today's final friendly nudge. What topic could you riff on for 30 minutes with zero prep? That's your lane. Start building them. Yeah. So no, I didn't start with this grand master plan. I just followed what felt real, built for my past self, shared what I was learning. I tried, failed, and tried again. And that's what I'll keep doing, because this channel, it's not just a highlight reel. It's like my living notebook, like my living journal, yeah, where I share everything I've learned, everything I'm figuring out right now, and everything I'll keep learning as I go. You know, not from a place of I've figured it out already, but from this is where I'm at right now place. Walking the same road, sometimes just a few steps ahead, and sometimes even a few behind. And next week, I'm sharing the mindset shift that helped me stop waiting and finally start creating, even when I was scared. So if you're ready to start too, then hit subscribe and let's build this thing together. All right? See you in the next one. Cheers.